What's going on, guys? This is Kedar here, and today in this video we are talking about another stimulus check in the form of Gas Rebate Act, and we are talking about Gas Rebate Act of 2022, where federal government is going to give out more payments for the gas. And the Gas Rebate Act 2022 is an additional effort. It's clearly different than middle class tax refund provided by Golden State, that is California. While the California's middle class tax refund do provide inflation relief for Californians, today in this video we are talking about Gas Rebate Act of 2022, which is addressing a larger issue of the inflation at the hand. And while some of these ideas in the Gas Act Rebate 2022 do tap into emergency oil reserves as well as federal gas tax holiday, and there are also lots of leading proposals happening regarding it. So today in this video we'll exactly talk about what is Gas Rebate Act of 2022 and how can you qualify for this gas stimulus checks, what are the qualification criterias, and actually we have got couple of criterias for single filers and joint filers. And also today in this video we'll be talking about when are you going to receive this rebate, or is it just another proposal. So today in this video everything on Gas Rebate Act of 2022. How can you qualify for this rebate? When are you going to receive this gas rebate which is coming out from federal government? So today we have lots of details right here in this video. So before we jump right into all the details, make sure to check out other videos from our channel. We have recently disclosed 4 new states, and moreover there are over 19 states which are sending out stimulus check, everything related to social security, money and your benefits. So make sure to subscribe to our channel with all the bell notification turn on to stay updated to new videos we upload every single day. We do compile latest financial updates, whether it's a stimulus package, benefits, raises to your benefits, social security, the payment schedules and all that. We try to boil it down in short videos like this, so do check out our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to smash that like button for me, that really helps us pushing out all these videos. And without further ado, let's get right into all the details. Okay, so now you might be getting a question like, what is this Gas Rebate Act of 2022? And if it's not a middle class tax refund aka inflation relief checks coming out from California, then what exactly they are? Now if you do a quick little Google search, this will redirect you to this page where onto congress.gov it will tell you what is Gas Rebate Act of 2022. But if you kind of boil down all the details, the moral of the story is this one titles to introduced as a bill to amend Internal Revenue Code of 1986 in order to provide a gas tax holiday. And check this out, with the inflation at record highs, many Americans are feeling the pain of higher prices of the gas. And this is especially true when it comes down to filling up their gas tanks. And as of the June 2022, the average prices of gallon of gas was more than $5. So you can just get an idea. And in an effort to provide some sort of a financial relief, well, actually the federal government have came up with several short-term options for assisting the public while also addressing the larger issues of the inflation at the hand. And these efforts from the federal government do branch out in various ideas actually. So let me cover each of the details. Now, some of these ideas include tapping into emergency oil reserves in order to provide some sort of a financial relief from the federal government. Also, it includes a federal gas tax holiday in order to encourage more production out of the oil companies. And one way or another, it will provide some sort of a financial relief, and this is an effort done by the federal government. And picking up the one of the leading proposals at the moment right now in the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, and this one has dubbed as the gas stimulus. So let's check out all the details, what exactly this gas stimulus check is all about and whether would you qualify for these ones or not. Okay, so speaking of what is this gas stimulus, similar to the stimulus check sent out during COVID-19 pandemic, the gas stimulus would be a series of checks sent out to all the qualifying Americans, and each of these payments would be $100 with an additional $100 for households with dependents. And speaking of this, when this payment payments would be arriving. These payments would be made until the end of this year, and these payments are sent out for each month where the prices of gas was higher than $4 per gallon. So these are the criteria. So this is the gas stimulus. They are looking to send out $100 for individual and additional $100 for households with dependents, and these checks would be sent out until end of this year for each of the month. So they are monthly basis checks, and these checks are expected to send out where the gas prices are higher than $4 per gallon. So these are all the things, all the details, what is this gas stimulus is all about. Now let's check out whether do you qualify for this gas stimulus check. Okay, so speaking of the eligibility, are you qualifying for this one? Well, the Gas Rebate Act of 2022 proposes that the eligibility would be tied to a sliding scale based on your household income, and therefore in order to qualify for the proposed stimulus check, your earnings would need to be as follows. Okay, so let's discuss all the exact criteria. So speaking of the first one, your earnings would be less than $75,000 for single filers, and therefore those earning between $75,000 and $80,000 would receive a reduced amount, with payments being completely phased out for households making more than $80,000. So lower you earn is better, and as you earn more, these payments are being completely phased out for households making more than $80,000. And that's about the single filers. But speaking of the joint filers, your earnings would need to be less than $150,000 as a joint filers, and those earning between $150,000 and $160,000 would receive a reduced amount, with payments being completely phased out for households making more than $160,000. So these are some important earning criteria in order to be eligible for these gas stimulus payments. Now, one thing to note though, these income requirements are similar to those ones which are used in determining the eligibility for the COVID stimulus payments, which are sent out to millions of Americans, and those stimulus payments received between 2020 and 2021. And there are tons of efforts going on regarding the gas stimulus. And speaking of one effort, we are talking about individual states which are offering some sort of a relief, and many states have taken matters into their own hands and approved a similar relief measures for their citizens. So for instance, in California, Golden State, where gas costs are considerably more than other states in US, in California they have plans to give inflation relief checks, aka MCTR payments, and these checks are worth up to $1,050 for each qualifying family. And in another example, a group of North Carolina state senators is proposing and giving out every locally licensed adult driver with a one-time payment of $200 as a gas inflation relief. Okay, so now coming over to the very important thing, that is when you receive your gas stimulus check. Now unfortunately, the Gas Rebate Act of 2022 is still only just a proposal as of right now, but you know what, considering the latest inflation data, things can change very rapidly. Currently it's stalled in the US House, and given the amount of money that had just been issued over the last 2 years in COVID relief, it seems that the lawmakers may be reluctant to approve it. However, the possibility of gas stimulus at individual state level cannot be denied. California is a great example of that. Also, North Carolina providing $200 as well. And while the government recognizes the strain of high gas prices, its effort to provide uniform relief to all the Americans seems to be stalled. And depending upon where you live, your state may come up with some sort of a gas relief, inflation relief, in order to relieve their residents from high gas prices at the state level. However, for the time being, Americans should take matters into their hands, exercising good financial habits like maintaining a budget, scaling back on driving when possible. That will help ease out the strain until the gas prices can return to normal. So once we get any sort of update regarding gas stimulus, I will keep you up to date. Currently, a lot of this California gas rebate are going out, so do check these videos out. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel with all the bell notification turn on to stay updated to new videos we upload every single day. I'm just the messenger providing you with the latest updates. It's my job, and for that efforts, make sure to hit that like button for me. That really helps us pushing out all these videos. Thank you so much for watching this video, and this is Kedar from How to Guys signing out.